lame player. They call a player mail. What you talking that funky. Get about my face. Wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now here's a throw that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now back to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Rich.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Dancing away at the 35. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Draw play for Brown. Oh, what a move. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Rich. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Steps away. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Deron Payne able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Washington ready to try again on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich being chased out left. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Rich, and Thomas has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Off play action. Rich slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Rich
Pulled in by Brown toward the sideline.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon Jones.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg. Rich. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on third down. Rich, he gets it to Thomas. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rich on the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Rich steps away to his left. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Commanders.
On 1st and 10. Rich dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun. Rich escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rich. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 10 yards out.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before break. Rich, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing to start the drive. Rich throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on second down. Rich. Thomas has got it. Complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Rich. Got a man. It's Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Up the gut, Fournette. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And take it right on the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake. Rich. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Down right around the 25. They have great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Handing it off to Brown. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Rich. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rich. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and